Hi, it's Susan. Welcome back to my channel. I have a short show and tell for you today, and it is also a test for a new filming setup. You'll have to let me know, is it light enough? Is it too dark? Is it in focus? As I turned the autofocus off, I was really happy to see that Logitech had rolled out a couple new versions of their capture app, and I think it's going to work a little bit better for me so I can use the webcam and leave things set up all the time, which means I can, sit down to work in the morning and I can just turn on the webcam and record what's going on. So let me know down in the comments about lighting, about shadows, about sound, because I'm able to use my nicer mic, which I hopefully have set up correctly, and focus. I turned off the autofocus because it seems that I remember that was a big hassle before, but we'll see how that works. Anyway, what I have today are some pretty vintage linens. First off are a couple of pillowcases my mother-in-law gave me. So somebody in her family many years ago did this beautiful crochet work. So it's kind of like some peach flowers. And of course it's got that wonderful old cotton, so I can cut these apart, use the cotton. And let's see, does that focus if I go up? It doesn't, since I took the autofocus off. Let's see what happens if I turn the autofocus back on. Is that better? That might be better. Maybe it's not going to, maybe this version has made it a little better. So we've got two pillowcases. And then when I went, and then she gave me this little, I guess it's like a little tablecloth. So it's got the wonderful old linen, so I could use this for some stitching. I want to make some wedding guest books, so this might be a good thing for that. Looks like I'm a little dark over here, so I'm going to have to play around with some lighting, but I think I'm on to something. So this was really cool too. Then when I went on my retreat last weekend, there's a little antique shop around the corner from where we go for lunch one of the days, and they always have some vintage linens there at a pretty reasonable price. So okay, so maybe it's not super reasonable because I think I spent a chunk of money, but I'm really happy with what I found. Look at this beautiful tablecloth. Ann Alba, I don't know why, but I think of you every time I see vintage linens. You and Maggie Smith. Isn't this gorgeous? So delicate. So I don't know if I cut this apart to use in a journal. I don't know if just spray check would be enough to hold that, but hopefully. Yeah, I should have had a dark piece of something to show you. That's if I move the other stuff. Maybe you can see it better on the wood. Is that autofocus going back and forth? Is that annoying? Let me know. They had some vintage lace. So pretty. Let's see. Maybe that's a good way to look at it. Really pretty vintage lace. I guess I could bring the camera down. Let's see what happens when I do that. This is all a test. I finally found an articulating arm that comes out long enough to go across my big desk. That's really pretty. It's just got old lace just has a feel to it. It just feels good. I can't wait to work with it. And then they had some doilies. Can't you just see that on the spine of a book, right? Like that. And then this beautiful cut work. Okay, it's getting darker over there. You have to bear with me. I don't want to stop the video again for like the 20th time. So it's going to be a little dark on one side. I'll move it over next time. But see, that could be a journal cover too. And I could combine it with this. I have not made a wedding guest book, but I want to do that. And then this cute little thing. Let's see. If I move off to the side, I get more light, but I'm off center. I'll work it out. It's going to be a work in progress. It's going to take some time. This is so delicate here. This would be really good to do some stitching on. And then hankies. Oh gosh, I love old hankies. Again, they can be used as they are or cut apart. This just has little tiny flowers there. Let's see. How does the focus work? You're not going to be able to see it with there not being anything solid underneath there. Is that any better? This is a practice video for me, so bear with me. Hopefully I won't get any thumbs down. I'd much rather have thumbs up because thumbs up do help. This material just feels so cool. Let's see, I think that's the back side. Can't tell, but really, really neat patterns. Oh, and this one, I love this one. Love it, love it, love it. So dainty. So yeah, I could cut it into 4 squares and use those on pockets. I could fold it in half to go over a journal cover. All kinds of options when you have these pretty, pretty things. Beautiful. I like that the edges aren't square. Get some variety there. So yeah, I really wanted to get this set up so that I could just turn on the camera in the morning, so when I was working you would have more videos of what I was doing all day long. See, again, no straight edges. Beautiful. So pretty. She had a bunch of monogrammed ones there too, but I left those because you would hate to have the wrong monogram on something. So that's what I have, some vintage linens to share with you, and I know my pile of vintage linens is growing and growing, and I haven't started working with them yet, so I really need to do that. If you have made a guest book, or you know somebody that's made a guest book or wedding journals, I would love to hear about it. Please let me know down in the comments so I can go check them out for inspiration, and do let me know what you think about the lighting and the autofocus, if that's working or if it was annoying as heck. And I will be back again to see you next time. If you like this video and any of my other videos, please leave a thumbs up and tell your friends to come subscribe. Bye for now.